had a two-part trip. Our first part we went for AFNet and we worked in an orphanage in Soshanguve, and we tiled the kitchen in the orphanage and did vacation Bible school with the kids in the afternoon.
And the next week we were camp counselors at Bayete.
At the orphanage, when we walked in, and of course none of us knew how to do tiling. I think even one of us tried to go online and Google YouTube how to do tiling. But when we got there, it was very rustic.
We tried to do our very best with the materials we took with us.
And there was no mixer. We had to mix the cement ourselves. We had to mix the grout ourselves.
We were quite amazed at how God took care of it and saw some great results.
And then by the time we were done, we were so proud of ourselves that every inch of the wall and the counter and the floor, everything was covered in tile, and it looked so beautiful to us. But I'm sure here in the States it would not pass.
There were some kids that had never been told anything about God, so it was amazing to be able to share that with them.
And what stuck out to me is we were at camp, and some of my boys didn't want to have anything to do with some of the African children.
The first night we did an activity. We had 2 white girls on one side of the table, and we had 6 black young children on the other side of the table. And the 2 girls wanted to kind of be the boss and kind of direct everything. It was just their personalities, and there was no sharing.
And it was so divided. When you were at the front of the bus, you clearly saw white children on one side and black children on the other, and nobody wanted to talk to one another. Nobody wanted to touch anybody. Nobody wanted to look at one another.
As the camp progressed, they were told that all of them are valuable, they're loved, and in God's eyes, everyone's the same.
Right around Wednesday or Thursday, 3 days or 4 days into this ministry, they started opening up a little bit more to us. They seemed to be hearing what we were saying, what we were sharing.
And it clicked in their heads, and towards the end of camp, they were, hugging each other and just fellowshipping with each other, enjoying each other's company.
And by Friday, they were exchanging information. They were hugging each other. They were praying for one another. They were rooting for one another.
They were actually working together as a team, help pushing each other up the slide, pulling each other out of the tunnels, a whole lot of things that they had to do. They worked together.
And to see God move so quickly, it humbled me.
I knew that I was going and would be doing God's work. I didn't know it far exceeded how it affected me.
I was elated beyond any expectation of how much our team accomplished and how much God moved us spiritually and emotionally.
We had 9 new decisions in that camp, and 10 people got baptized, and as a result, their lives were changed, and so were ours, being part of it as well.